As talks between Russia and Ukraine continue, Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov said parts of a Ukraine compromise deal are close. The Foreign Minister said on Wednesday that some parts of a possible peace deal with Ukraine were close to being agreed after Kyiv said they can discuss neutrality, raising hopes of an end to the biggest war in Europe since World War II. Ukraine has also made cautious positive statements on peace talks. It says it is willing to negotiate to end the war, but will not surrender or accept Russian ultimatums. In a video message in the early hours of Wednesday morning, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky had said he believed there was possible room for compromise. On Tuesday, the president had appeared to offer the Kremlin an olive branch by saying that Ukraine would not be joining NATO. Meanwhile, fights are going on in Ukraine. The Ukrainian soldier of Armenian origin, 18-year-old David Harutyunyan, died in Ukraine during fighting on March 1st, only a few days before his 19th birthday. He took part in a special operation in the territory of the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics. The Turkish Foreign Minister has arrived in Moscow to discuss the situation in Ukraine. Mevlut Çavuşoğlu posted a respective photo on social media from the Russian capital. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan had announced Tuesday that Çavuşoğlu will pay a visit to both Russia and Ukraine as part of Ankara's peace initiatives. Ahead of talks with Turkish Foreign Minister, Çavuşoğlu said that Russia and Turkey's positions on Ukraine do not coincide, but Moscow appreciates Ankara's efforts to resolve the crisis. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken discussed the situation in the South Caucasus with Azerbaijani President Ilham Aliyev. Blinken tweeted he thanked Azerbaijan for the support provided to Ukraine. According to the State Department, during the conversation, Blinken emphasized the continued importance of the bilateral partnership between the US and Azerbaijan and the US commitment to promoting a peaceful, democratic, and prosperous future for the South Caucasus region. The Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, the PACE, has voted in favor of the conclusion, calling on the Committee of Ministers of the Council of Europe to see to it that Russia withdraws from the Council of Europe. Accordingly, the PACE has stated that the Council of Europe Committee of Ministers should petition to Russia with a request to withdraw from the Council of Europe immediately. But if Russia refuses to comply with this requirement, the PACE will apply to the aforesaid committee with a request to determine as soon as possible the date as of which Russia's Council of Europe membership will be terminated. A total of 216 PACE lawmakers voted in favor of Russia leaving the Council of Europe. 3 MPs abstained, but no one voted against. The Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs earlier said that they will not remain in the Council of Europe, but will continue to comply with the decisions of the European Court of Human Rights if they do not contain contradictions to the Russian Constitution. Baku reacted to the statement of Armenian Foreign Minister Ararat Mirzoyan about Azerbaijan's so-called proposals on the normalization of relations between the two countries. The Armenian Foreign Minister said that talks on a peace agreement with Azerbaijan should be held without preconditions. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan noted that taking into account the importance of normalization of relations between the two countries and peace building in the region after the conflict, Azerbaijan has put forward relevant proposals and is ready to move forward in this direction. If Armenia is also serious about this issue, it should present its concrete proposals and thus demonstrate its willingness to start substantive and result-oriented negotiations, the Azerbaijani Ministry of Foreign Affairs noted. Meanwhile, chair of the Armenian Parliament Standing Committee on Foreign Relations, Edward Agajanian, said that Armenia is ready to discuss any issue with Azerbaijan without preconditions. Agajanian also noted that Armenia is now waiting for the response of the OSCE Minsk Group to its appeal to start peace talks with Azerbaijan. Armenian Foreign Minister Ararat Mirzoyan has said his country is ready to establish diplomatic relations and open its borders with Turkey, the Turkish state-owned Anadolu news agency reported on Tuesday. Mirzoyan held talks with Turkish Foreign Minister Mevlut Çavuşoğlu at a diplomatic forum in the Turkish city of Antalya on Saturday as part of efforts to mend ties after decades of animosity. Çavuşoğlu called the meeting productive and constructive. Ararat Mirzoyan's statement that Armenia is ready to develop relations with Turkey provoked heated discussions in Armenian society. The poll conducted by NEWS.am showed that most of the Armenian citizens are against the Armenian-Turkish relations development as they do not believe Turkish authorities. As history shows, when we intend to develop relations with Turkey, they put it against us. Thus, I am against this. Nevertheless, there are many citizens who hope that with the normalization of diplomatic relations, there will be no more enmity between the Armenian and Turkish peoples. Let us note that Saturday's talks were the first sit-down meeting between the two countries' foreign ministers since 2009. Thanks to negotiations being conducted with the assistance of the government of Armenia and Russian peacekeepers since March 8th, the Azerbaijani side on Wednesday began repairing a damaged natural gas pipeline entering Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh from Armenia, the Artsakh Info Center said in a statement. The statement adds in particular that according to the arrangement, the natural gas supply to Artsakh will be restored in a short time, and the Artsakh authorities are making every effort to make it happen as soon as possible. The people of Artsakh have no natural gas for the 9th day now. Since a natural gas pipeline in the territory currently controlled by Azerbaijan was damaged on March 8th, talks are being held with the Azerbaijanis, but the latter were hindering repair work. Specialists were not even able to visit the territory to find out what caused the accident. The dollar and euro exchange rates fell sharply in Armenia. The American dollar's exchange rate against the Armenian dram comprised 499.04 drams for $1 in Armenia on Wednesday. This is down by 8.90 drams from Tuesday, according to the official website of the Central Bank of Armenia, and the exchange rate for €1 was 548.89 drams, down by 9.64 drams.